What's good, Ignitions? What's good? Thank you guys for joining me in today's video. If you guys are new here, my name is Santos. If you guys are returning subscribers, what's good, fam? Thank you guys for the continued support and welcome back to another video. So, in today's video, guys, can we just get into the skin? Just beautiful. So obviously today we're going to be doing a complexion product review. So let's just get right into the featured products. So today's featured foundation is going to be the new Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. I mean, let's just firstly talk about this gorgeous packaging. I love the nude on nude. It is so pretty. But when you pull the top off, y'all, I don't know about my OGs, but isn't this giving you MAC Studio Fix fluid vibes? I mean, it looks just like it, but I do love that it's like, with the cap, it's so cute. I love this. And then there is a beautiful lipstick imprint on the top. This packaging is very much me. I just feel like it's so grown and sexy. Love what Makeup Forever did for this actual packaging. So, as always, guys, I'm going to be giving you a 2 application in this video, as well as a wear test, as I always do. But let's go ahead and just jump into the claims. So I am going to be reading some of the claims off of the Sephora website, and I will be putting that on the screen so you guys can follow along with me. So let's talk about some of the claims. So it says, an undetectable liquid foundation that blurs and covers imperfections for up to 24 hours, powered by the micro skin system that syncs with the skin to true to skin finish. It says skin types, it says normal, oily combination, coverage is medium, and the formula is liquid. Some of the highlighted ingredients is going to be micro skin system. It says follows skin's movement, providing immediate high correction, and smoothing skin. It says vegan origins glycerin, says help to preserve the initial moisturizing of the skin during the first 24 hours. And then this word I am not even going to pronounce because I'm going to butcher it. I will put it on the screen. Helps for radiance of the complexion during the first 24 hours. So pretty much all good things that I look for in a foundation. As far as some of the claims, let's get right into it. Let me just get my mirror. As far as some of the claims, I do agree with this being a medium coverage. I said that during my last tutorial. It definitely is a medium coverage foundation. It is very lightweight. It didn't talk about how it felt on the skin, but I'm mentioning that it's a very lightweight foundation on the skin. As far as smoothing, my skin texture is a little blurred. I would say that. However, it's only been an hour and a little bit of the foundation is settling in my laugh lines. So I do want to go ahead and note that. It's not a deal breaker for me, but for some it might be. As far as it looking natural, I think when you initially apply it, it does have that satin finish. I would definitely say that this is a satin finish foundation. I do have powder on my skin right now, so it doesn't look very satiny at all. It actually looks very matte. However, right here, you know, I have that glow because I have my cream products on. So I will update you guys at the end of the video as far as the skin texture and how it held up, and what is the overall finish by the end of the day. I am a combination to normal skin type, so I do want to go ahead and note that as well. So with that being said, guys, I am going to go ahead and let you guys enjoy the tutorial portion of me applying this foundation 2 ways, and then I will be doing a wear test. So do stay tuned to the end to get my final verdicts. And if you guys have any questions, you guys already know, sound off down below. Before we get into the tutorial, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Ignitions family, and don't forget to spread the word on your new favorite influencer. And with that being said, enjoy the tutorial portion and the review, and I will catch you guys in the next one. What's good, y'all? You guys already know, jumping right into voiceover. As in all of my foundation reviews, I try to use my tried and true products so I can make sure that the foundation will perform with my favorites. So let's jump right into the tutorial portion of this video. So we are going to start off with my favorite priming oil. This is the Pixi Vitamin C Priming Oil. Love this oil. If you guys are normal to dry skin, this oil is just bomb AF. If you haven't tried it, definitely get your hands on it. It is amazing. Look at that skin. Look at that skin. My skin was a little irritated just from shaving, not from the product. Alright guys, so jumping right into color corrector, I am going to be using my favorite Lancôme Teint Idol color corrector in the color peach. You guys know I can't do anything without my color corrector, and this is definitely a part of my everyday steps to getting a perfect complexion. So I am going to go ahead and put that where I have discoloration and I need correction. So after it's blended out, we should look like this. Already my skin looks flawless. Alright guys, so jumping right into the featured product. In today's video, we are going to be using the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. So I am going to be doing 2 applications. So I did want to show you guys the texture first. So it is not a runny texture, as you guys can see on my cheek. It is not running. So it does have a little bit of density to it. So I am going to go ahead and use a sponge to blend out this first layer, and I wanted to show you guys what a first layer looks like. So it's very lightweight, very airy feeling to the skin, and the coverage was light. You can still see my skin through it, but we're going to go ahead and do an additional layer. So we are going to do a second layer, and this is with a second layer. So I did prefer the foundation with the additional coverage with the second layer. So I did want to note that this is a very versatile foundation, so you could do natural or you could do a little bit more glammed up. Alright guys, so moving to the other side of our face, we are going to go ahead and apply that with a brush. So here is the first application with the brush, pretty much the same as with the sponge, so there really wasn't a visible difference with the applications. I think they both look the same with the sponge and with the brush, so that's also good to note. So here it is with a second layer, and I just thought it was beautiful all around. Alright guys, so jumping right into concealer, I am going to use my Anastasia concealer, and we're just going to go ahead and put that where we want to brighten up our face. This particular day, I don't know, my eyes were so irritated. It is allergy season here in New York, so I think that was kind of giving me a lot of redness to my eyes, which was getting on my nerves. But anywho's, so jumping right into my favorite setting powder, we are going to go ahead and use the Huda Beauty baking powder in Poundcake. I am going to go ahead and put my sponge in the actual product and then take off excess product on the back of my hand, and I am going to press that to set my under eyes and get that beautiful smooth finish. So here is what we should be looking like. Alright, so going ahead and setting the remaining part of our face, we are going to take our Sephora Micro Smooth powder, and we're just going to press that all over our face just to make sure that this bad boy is set and perfected for the entire day. Alright guys, so moving on to highlight, I am going to take my favorite cream color base in the color Hush, and we're just going to get that little bit of a glow because we're looking very, very flat at the moment. But look at that. Look at that soft glow. Very skin-like. Love it. Alright guys, so going to add some dimension to the face, we are going to take our Made by Mitchell Blursh bronzer in Caramel Chisel, and as you guys can see, I'm running out. I'm running very, very low the product, but I love this product. So I'm just going to blend it out with a brush, and literally this, every time I put this product on, I just fall in love with it. I can't wait to order a few more of these. Alright guys, complexion is done, ready to take on the day, so let's get right into our first check-in in 3, 2, 1. What's up guys? So I'm doing my first check-in. The lighting over here is very, very harsh, so forgive me. There's going to be a lot of shadows. My skin is going to look a little bit more textury than usual, only because there's lighting. But as far as the foundation, let's talk about how long I've been wearing it. I've been wearing this foundation since a little over 11. It is now 3:34, so I've been wearing it about 4 hours. This foundation is holding up very, very beautifully. I have no separation. I have no problems with the way the foundation is appearing, at least right now. I am seeing a little bit of enhancing of texture here, but again, it might just be the lighting, so it's not the most flattering light. But as far as the wear, everything is looking still beautiful. I might need to touch up. If you guys can see, like right up in here, I am looking a little greasy, but that's normal because it is a little hot in here and I'm walking. So yeah, the foundation looks good as of right now. So I will come in, do my second check-in in about three hours. So I will see you guys then. What's good, y'all? What is good? So I did want to go ahead and give you guys this second check-in. So let's really get into the skin. Skin is looking very smooth and glowy and fresh. I do have to note here that a little bit of the foundation is settling in my smile lines, as well as I'm getting a little bit of texture enhancement on my cheeks, but usually after the 6-hour mark, it usually does happen. So I'm okay with that. Again, it's not a deal breaker. At this point, I do look for breaking down of the product, and honestly, the product is sitting beautifully. There's no breaking up of anything. Everything still looks smooth and buttery. I can do a little bit of a touch up on my skin because I am looking a little greasy, you know. But as far as the skin is concerned, the foundation is holding up beautifully. We are at the little over 6-hour mark. It is 6:34 p.m. So yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I've gotten a few compliments at the auto show, as well as I'm back in Brooklyn, and I've gotten a couple compliments just walking the streets of Brooklyn. So yeah, guys, so I will give you guys my final check-in when I get home, and hopefully the verdict is all positive, so stay tuned. Alrighty, welcome back to our final check-in, as well as our final verdicts and thoughts on the new Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. So I do want to note the longevity of this foundation. So I've been wearing this foundation since 11 a.m. It is now 10:10 p.m. guys, 10:10 p.m. and y'all, I am exhausted. So my eyes are looking very, very red. It's just, I look a hot mess right now. I'm very, very tired, and I'm ready to take off this makeup. So this foundation has been on my skin for a little over 11 hours at this point. What else would I like to say before we actually get into dissecting the foundation? Oh, I did touch up the foundation on the 6.5, almost 7-hour mark. I was looking very much greasy. If I was looking glowy, I would have not had to touch up, but I was definitely, it was breaching that fine line of looking like you can fry an egg on my face, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely touched up, and I did use the Rare Beauty blotting kit to go ahead and just take off those excess oils, as well as powder down my skin. So let's get right into how the face is looking. So as of right now, my skin looks beautiful. I think right now this is a beautiful glow that I would have loved to see pretty much all day. But I don't know, my skin was just like very reactive and producing a lot of sebum. So I definitely did get oily with this foundation on. I do agree with the claims being medium coverage. Definitely a medium coverage foundation. Now that I've been wearing this foundation pretty much all day and looking at myself, you know, every other hour, I do agree with it saying it is a natural finish. It does have a beautiful luminosity and radiance to it, but still soft enough to still be matte, you know. It just looks like skin. I don't know how it's going to translate on camera, of course, because this is an HD foundation. You guys might not even see it, but on the skin, it does look beautiful. I think after about an hour to two, it really, all the powders just melted into the foundation, and it just looked really, really beautiful. I did not have any trouble with any of my products working with this foundation. Everything worked beautifully. Nothing broke down throughout the day. And again, I did not do any touch-ups, but blocked the oils off my skin. I didn't put any like kind of coverage back on my skin. And y'all, it's very, very surprising that a lot of the makeup didn't come off my nose. And I did blow my nose twice, y'all. You know, usually and during my reviews, I always have some type of redness peeking through or some type of skin peeking through. Also, something to note is that the foundation settled a little bit in my laugh lines. That's not a deal breaker to me, but I did want to note that it doesn't stay completely smooth like the One Size BBB cream. This foundation is definitely very, very beautiful. I think that this foundation is going to be for a lot of people that like that light kind of coverage makeup that still has coverage, if that makes sense. This foundation is beautiful, y'all, and I think that it is truly a high performing foundation. Would I recommend this foundation? Absolutely. Is it my cup of tea? Absolutely. Will I try this again with different products? Yes. I feel like I might need a little bit more of a mattifying primer maybe underneath my skin instead of using my typical oil, because I definitely, again, was producing a lot of sebum with this foundation. As far as smoothness is concerned, I felt like after the like 6-hour mark, my skin did texturize a little bit. So I'm gonna get a little closer to you guys, so you guys can actually really see the foundation. So you guys can really see the texture on my skin. You guys can see a little bit of the makeup settling on my fine lines, and you guys see that there is no kind of breakage on the skin, but you guys do see, I don't know if you guys can see, but if you guys can see, I did get a little texture here on the cheeks. I didn't put a smoothing primer, I just used my regular priming oil, but you guys will see that in the tutorial portion of this video. Guys, so my final verdict on the new Makeup Forever HD foundation is that it is a go. I enjoy this foundation. It is a very beautiful foundation on the skin. The only thing that I would do different is definitely incorporate a mattifying primer into my skincare routine. But other than that, the foundation is a high performing foundation. It will work very well with all of my tried and true products. And yes, so I'm glad to tell you guys that this foundation will be featured again in upcoming tutorials and will be a part of my permanent makeup collection. So if you guys have stayed to the end, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me like always. Thank you guys for the continued support. Don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the Ignitions family if you aren't already. Don't forget to spread the word on your new favorite influencer. And with that being said, guys, thank you again for hanging out with me, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.